What's going on, everyone? So, Final Destination 6, Final Destination Bloodline, is just right around the corner. We're months away from the actual film itself. And I'm excited for this, obviously, because, this film has been like 12 years or whatever in the war. It's been so long. This film has had so many setbacks, so many hiccups. They originally had a storyline that got out, and people were like literally like crying and protesting because they're like, you can't kill firefighter. The same thing happened with what was it, Halloween Kills, right? Like people were literally protesting because they were killing firefighters in it. It's like, it's not a real firefighter, it's an actor, it's a movie, right? Like, but it's people, it's the internet, right? People are gonna find reasons to it just was wild to me, right? But Final Destination 6 actually had some of that too, right? Originally there was, the script about, first responders and all that stuff, and people were like, you cannot kill police officers and firefighters in your movie, and it's like, it's a movie, right? They're not going out and killing real firefighters and EMTs and stuff. It's a movie. It's actors playing make-believe. But I digress. Point is the upcoming Final Destination 6. I am really excited for. I'm looking forward to this film. It's already got the little teaser trailer out. If you haven't seen it, go check it out when you get some time. It's actually very good. Right? Keeps you entertained, keeps you engaged. It looks good. Now, obviously, it's a little snippet, but based on what we saw and just the quality, really looking forward to that. All the creative deaths, the creative kills, how do they approach it? How do they go about death's little way of taking people out? It's part of the best part. It's like, Saw, like you're always excited to see the traps and stuff, right? Final Destination, you want to see the crazy deaths that people have, and how does death manipulate the objects and things around said target to take them out. But one of the big things about the upcoming Final Destination 6 is it's supposed to tie into some of the other films of the past and also be an answer sheet, right? Which is great. So Final Destination 6 supposedly is supposed to give us a lot of answers to various questions, kind of explain some stuff for the, just the history and why death does what he does and all that stuff, or it does whatever. And I am really excited for that. Also worth noting, Tony Todd, this is one of, if not, I believe his last film that he did before his passing. Rest in peace. Obviously an icon in the horror genre, right? Candyman himself. And then also William Bloodworth, which a lot of people have speculated since the beginning that he is actually death, that he is, death incarnated, and trying to just give these people a heads up, giving people, an idea. But we're supposed to, based on kind of news that has came out, like, shouldn't say news, let me rephrase that. Rumors. Everything's a rumor until it's actually confirmed. We haven't gotten confirmed from the studio, from confirmation, but several sources have said, hey, you're going to get some answers. Not what those answers are, but you're supposed to kind of get an idea of, William, Mr. Bloodworth, what is he? Is he just human? Is he really death? Is he, tied to this somehow, some way? We've all had our kind of speculations and thoughts on who and what he is, and we're going to get some answers, which is great. But also, you're supposed to get answers based on, again, kind of rumors going around on just like the visions and why that is, where that's coming from. Because, like, again, death, it's going out to try to rectify and correct people that cheated it, right? But you have these people that have these visions from somewhere that didn't really have visions prior, and didn't have visions again until they're until the end, where they're about to die and death still catches up to them. That you're supposed to kind of get this like explanation as to what the deal is. Why are these people having these visions, seeing these things? And I think that that's something that's great, right? Like, it'd be nice to kind of get some answers. There is a part of me that doesn't want everything to be answered, right? Like, I want to know who, Tony Todd's character is, especially now that, unfortunately, we're not going to get Tony Todd no more, right? Like, unfortunately, with his passing, if you continue to do these movies, you're not going to be able to get you're not going to be able to have him in these movies anymore. So now, like, that's something I definitely do want. I would love to see kind of like, is he death? Is he just somebody? I think that it's very possible that they would have made him death. I think it's more unlikely now than before. I'm not saying that they won't. I'm not saying that that won't be what happens. I still think it's a very huge possibility, but I do think that you can make the argument now that, like, now with his passing, unfortunately, like, you might be better off not making him death. Although death can take many shapes, many forms, stuff like that. So, you could argue that maybe it does make more sense because, even though with Tony Todd's passing, you could still have death be something. But I also think, how would people respond to that? I think that's something that, kind of take either way. But I do want kind of resolution in his character, who he is, what is he, if anything, if he is just a person, then he's just a person. If he really is like death incarnate, perfect. That'd be great. Kind of confirms all of our theories and ideas. But like the visions and stuff, because one of the problems that I have, like, you'll see a lot of movies that like have this mystery and have like this intrigue to it. And then they start explaining stuff and it takes away all of that, right? Like, to me, I've always interpreted it as like, life and death are always trying to fight each other, right? Like even in reality, like even in a non-movie setting, right? Like we live in a world that is designed to kill us every day, right? Like you ever see the show 1,000 Ways to Die, right? And like one of their things that they say, essentially you got, 1,000 ways to die every day. Like death is trying to take you out, and the fact that you're alive every day is a miracle in and of itself, right? Like, so to me, I've always felt that that's kind of what Final Destination is, right? Like it's one part death trying to do its job and one part life trying to do its job, right? And so the visions stem from life trying to keep you alive, right? You have to have that balance, the light and the dark, the good and the evil, right? The death and the life, right? And I just think that's always been a cool approach. And, I don't, like, my concern is that they start diving into lore and exploring stuff and things like that. It may take away some of the luster of what Final Destination is. Again, I'm not against the answers. I'm not saying like, it'd be stupid if they did. No, I mean, again, like good story writing, good execution, good everything could really go a long way. But I do like some of the mystery, and I kind of, get torn at times of like, oh man, I really do want to know what this is, but I really don't, right? Like, so it's just kind of like this struggle at times. But at the end of the day, we're gonna get some answers either way. It'll be great to see Tony Todd in these films again, iconic, legendary. And to get to see him reprise this role, and if they do ultimately make him death, I think that'd be something that's really cool. But we'll see. Right, again, time will tell how they approach this and how they go about the upcoming Final Destination. I mean, it's called Bloodlines, so I imagine it's going to tie into characters and stuff of the past. But let me know your thoughts and opinions. How you feel? Whatever your thoughts are. What do you want? Are you somebody that wants answers to certain things? Do you think, no, stay away from certain things? However you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel. What are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.